How's it going, everybody, and welcome to the channel. Today we are taking a look at the Holy Stone's HS510. It is a compact, ultralight, foldable, 4K Wi-Fi FPV GPS RC quadcopter ready to fly. So let's open up the box and check it out. So this quadcopter can shoot 4K videos at 16 frames per second and 2.7K videos at 25 frames per second. The weight comes in at 173 grams without the battery, and with the battery comes in at just 244 grams. So no registration is required. Now, don't let the weight and the size fool you guys. This is a very nicely made quadcopter, very heavy duty. One quadcopter that I would compare this thing, the quality of the build to, is the DJI Spark. Let's listen to the folding of the arms. I mean, it is a solid build quadcopter. The plastic that they use is nice and hard. It is not flimsy, so it's a really nice, high quality build quadcopter. So looking at the top of the quadcopter, we got the push button on and off switch. We got the battery right on the top. And in the front, we got some LED lights. And we got the 110-degree field of view, manually tilt adjustable camera, from 0 degrees all the way down to 90 degrees. And on the bottom, we have an optical flow sensor for indoor positioning. We got a huge LED light on the bottom. We got some landing pods with some rubber footing, so you can stick that landing. And on the side, we got some ventilation slits, and we got the micro SD card slot. So it's got a built-in DVR, and there's a sticker on the side that says insert a class 10 or above micro SD card. And it supports up to a 32 gigabyte micro SD card. And on the opposite side, we have some ventilation slits as well, and a few ventilation slits in the rear. A very heavy duty feel to this quadcopter, guys. So build quality is excellent. So to remove the battery, just squeeze the buttons on either side of the battery and the battery comes right out. And the battery is a 7.6 volt 1500 milliamp size battery, good for about 16 minutes of flight time. But they do provide you with an extra battery, so you get a total of 32 minutes of flight time combined. And to put the battery back in, just match up the notches and slide it right in, click it into place. Now the FPV distance is set to be 200 to 300 meters, and the Wi-Fi image that is displayed onto your device is 720p in quality, but it will record into your Wi-Fi phone app in 1080p and thus into your camera roll. All right, so here's a take a look at the remote control. It's got foldable hand grips and it feels really good. And we also got fold out antennas. Now this antenna does have an antenna wire going into it, but this one does not. So this one is for looks and this one is a functioning antenna. On the top shoulder, we got the 1 key to take off and 1 key to land button. And on the right shoulder, a short press of it will turn the LED lights on and off, and a long press of it will change the speeds. And we do have a built-in phone holder, which will hold my iPhone 6 Plus with no issues. On the left corner, we have the photo button. Short press it to take a photo, long press it to take a video. On the right corner, we have the smart return to home. We got the lock and unlock button and the power sliding on and off switch. The gimbals do feel really nice. Both sticks to the bottom and to the left will calibrate the gyros, and both sticks to the bottom and right will calibrate the compass or initiate the calibration process. On the right side, we do have a GPS on and off switch as well. And this remote control will take 2 AA size batteries. So everything will come in this nice zippered carrying case. It is very nice. Feels like it is made out of velour. So we got the zippered pouch on the top, and we got the molded compartment slots for your quadcopter, the remote control, and your accessories. Very nice carrying case. And in the carrying case, you get the USB to USB-C charge cable. You got a screwdriver and you also have a bag of screws, and we got a full set of those fold out props and the instruction booklet. The instruction booklet comes in 2 languages, so it is a very detailed instruction booklet, and it tells you everything you need to know to get this thing off the ground, as well as the QR code to download the Wi-Fi phone app. And the phone app is called the Ophelia Go app in the App Store. It is a free downloadable app, so go ahead and check it out. Alright guys, so here we go with the demo flight of the Holy Stones HS510. We got the micro SD card inserted, batteries inserted, and the camera is at about a 10-degree downward tilt for this flight. So powering it up. Okay, the ESCs have sung their song. Power up the remote. Automatic bind. Okay, those double beeps indicate that it is now ready for compass calibration, and there is a blinking icon on the left top corner of the LCD display screen. So you want to horizontally rotate 360 degrees 3 times. Okay, I think that was 3 times, and the LED light in the front will change color. It is now blinking in green. It was blinking in orange, so you want to do it with the nose up, 360 degree rotate 3 more times, and the LED light is now solid green. So it is now ready to go, and as you can see, that blinking icon has disappeared. But first we're going to have to calibrate the accelerometer, so both sticks to the bottom and to the left, and once again that icon is blinking, and the LED light should be blinking as well. And now it has gone. So now we are completely ready to take off. Both of the accelerometer and the compass has been calibrated. You want to do this every time you take off, but if you are going to take off using the second battery at the same location, you don't really need to do that. It will automatically compass calibrate, but you still need to do the gyro calibration. Alright, so we are good to go. What I'm going to do is turn on my phone and connect. I'm going to go to my settings, to the Wi-Fi, and it has automatically selected the Holy Stone FPV Wi-Fi network. And here is the app. It is called the Ophelia Go app. Let me go ahead and screen record. 3, 2, 1, and hopefully my screen record holds up. And there you go. Press go, and you hit next. And we got Wi-Fi FPV, and we got the map appearing. So let's take a look here. Okay, so we are good to go. Yeah, I don't see any latency. Just the very first time I picked up the quadcopter, I saw a little bit of latency, but now we are connected and we are good to go. All right, so let's go ahead and see if we can take a photo. Short pressing the photo button. Oh, this one here. Yep, we've taken a photo. So let's go and make our rounds and take some photos here. I'll also take some photos up in the air as well. Okay, how's the sun? All right, no solar eclipse. The quality should be pretty good. All right, so taking some photos there. I'm gonna go ahead and record. All right, so here we go. We're gonna arm the motors. And there you go. And long pressing the lock and unlock button will disarm the motors as well. So 1 key to take off and 1 key to land will not work unless you arm the motors. So let's go ahead and arm the motors first. There we go. And 1 key to take off. Okay. So automatic takeoff, and it comes to a hover at this altitude, and it is holding position. We got the GPS position hold because GPS is turned on. Oops, it wasn't turned on. Sorry about that. Now it is turned on. So we got GPS position hold, as well as the optical flow sensor and altitude hold. Now I'm going to go ahead and lower it down and check it out and get it angry and let go, and it'll go right back to the GPS hold position. That is GPS for you. So let's go ahead and place it right here, and let's check out the optical flow sensor position hold. So I'm going to turn off the GPS. You can see it drifted a little bit, but check it out, it is holding steady as well. Like the beginning when I took off, it was holding position, and that is just the altitude hold and the optical flow sensor. That is awesome, isn't it? So this is what you want to do indoors. Look at that, optical flow sensor is almost like GPS. Very impressive, look at that. So you don't want to turn on GPS indoors, you want to do this without GPS turned on indoors, but when you're outdoors you do want to turn on the GPS. So GPS is turned on again. So let's go ahead and check out its behavior here. Seems to be pretty good so far, and I do believe by default we start off in speed number 1, so this should be speed number 1 here. Okay, let's go to speed number 2 by long pressing the light switch, speed switch combo. Oh, that was 1 beep. So I believe we were in speed number 2 and now we're in speed number 1. As noted by less of a tilt angle. And slightly slower rate. Okay, let's go back to speed number 2. Okay, double beeps. There you go, speed number 2. Okay, so that is how it's looking like in speed number 1 and speed number 2. So let's go ahead and bring it in. And let's see. I don't see the LED light on, so I'm going to go ahead and hit this LED light speed combo button. And there you go, LED light is turned on. LED light is turned off. I got an indicate GPS mode is off. The drone is okay. GPS mode should be on, but I believe that was a notification from earlier. So let's go ahead and bring it in, and I'm gonna do the 1 key to land here. 1 key to land, and it should come down, and you can still direct its landing direction, and very nice behavior landing itself. And the motors turn off. Nice. Oh, this is a nice quadcopter. I'm going to place it right in the middle of the landing pad, and we're going to retake off. So arming the motors. This will become the new home point. Wherever it takes off, it is the new home point that is designated. So when you do the return to home, it will come back to that spot. So 1 key to take off, and there we go. And FPV looks pretty good too. Fantastic. I'm gonna raise it up now, and we're going to go ahead and check out the smart return to home. So let's go ahead and let go of the sticks, and it comes to a hover, and looks like it's holding position pretty good. No toilet bowl activity here. So hitting the return to home button, it'll rise up in altitude to the designated altitude, and it is coming backwards. Okay, let's see how close it gets to the landing pad here. And it is slowly descending. So far, this thing is behaving really nice. Look at how slowly and calmly it's coming down. Very nice. I think it's going to miss the landing pad. I have some rocks holding the landing pad in place. So it comes to a halt, and it is coming down. I don't want it to hit the rocks. So I'm prepared to move it a little bit. So it almost landed on the outskirts of the landing pad, right about here, which is very nice. Now, will the motor shut off? Okay, I'm gonna hold down the stick. Now, I think the motors are not shutting off because I've interrupted the return to home process. All right, so that works really nice. So let's go ahead and arm the motors again and retake off. Man, this thing works really good. Pretty sporty in speed number 2. So what we're going to test out now is the fail-safe return to home. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the remote control. Something is blinking, and it is blinking because it is shooting a video. Yeah. Okay, let me go ahead and turn it off. And the remote control has been turned off. So how long does it take before it realizes? Oh, right away. Maybe, I would say 6 seconds. I believe that's what the manual says, 6 seconds or so. And very good behavior, comes back and holds position before it starts to descend. And it will come down on the landing pad. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the remote and retake control of it. Just by moving the throttle stick, I have regained control of the quadcopter. So once you fail safe and you got reconnected, you can retake control of the quadcopter. Very nice. All right, so let's see if we can do some FPV here. Going forward. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm screen recording still, and yes I am. All right, so this has 5G Wi-Fi, so the Wi-Fi distance is set to be 200 to 300 meters. Okay, so where am I? I've lost the quadcopter somehow because everything here looks the same. So I'm going to turn around. Okay, I see myself, and I should be over there somewhere. I'm coming towards myself, and there we go. So even though you lose visual, you can bring the quadcopter back with the FPV. So let's raise it up in altitude and check it out here. Check out the distance, and I still see it. It is going. Oh man, this thing has got pretty good FPV distance here. It is kind of going in and out, but I still have FPV. We should be at about 300 meters right here. And I'm still pushing it, and the FPV have stopped, and I got not connected here showing up. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that return to home. And at which time it should rise up to the designated altitude and return to home. And I still don't have FPV. The LCD display is showing the return to home. I can hear it. Where is it? There it is. It's coming back, but my Wi-Fi has stuck. It is frozen in time. Okay, so it is right above the home point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the return home button once again, and at which time I am able to retake control. Let me bring it down in altitude. So it's got 16 minutes of flight time, and the maximum height set to be 120 meters, and the maximum distance is set to be 600 to 800 meters. So I got FPV video feedback now, so that is good. So let's go ahead and just do some FPV nearby here. Okay, there's my car. I'm going to go away from my car. So besides the smart return to home and the fail-safe return to home, we do have low voltage return to home, in which there's 2 phases, and I do believe it just kicked in. So low voltage return to home, and I was flying, so it didn't initiate the low voltage return home. But if it's 98 feet or higher, that is 30 meters or higher, what it will do is return to home at that altitude. And if it was below that altitude and away certain meters, then it will rise up to that altitude, which is 98 feet and 30 meters, and it will return home until it comes above the home point, and it will just hover there. It will not descend, and it will allow you to fly about, just like how I'm flying about right now. So that will be indicated by 3 beeps, and also that will be indicated by the battery level indicator showing just 2 bars. So you know that you are limited to distance and your battery level is starting to deplete. So you want to bring it back and finish up your video recording or photo taking. And I did promise that I was going to take some photos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video. Oops. I hit the 1 key to land button by mistake. So I do believe it's going to carry out the process of the 1 key to land. So I'm going to go ahead, have to bring it in here. I'm continuously mistaking the 1 key to land button for the photo button. So I'm going to go ahead and arm the motors again, because I do want to be in the air when the second phase of low voltage hits. So we're still in first phase, and let me go ahead and stop the video recording. Okay, stop the video recording, and I want to go ahead and take some photos in the air. Do a little pan. Okay, I'm going to lower it down so I can take a photo of myself here. Hello. All right. So let's go ahead and just fly about and do some more FPV until the second phase of low voltage hits. Okay, there I am. Well, this thing is really nice, guys. It is very accurate. Video goes in and out, but all in all, it's really, really nice. Okay, I'm gonna just make sure once again my on screen is recording, and it is still recording, so that's great. Okay, still in the first phase of low voltage. Oops. Long beeps indicating that it is in second phase of low voltage return to home, and at which time it is returning home, indicated by long beeps, and it is also indicated by just a single bar remaining on the battery life indicator of the quadcopter, and it is descending. Can I still yaw? I still have control over the quadcopter. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it in for a landing by controlling it. So it stops right here at this altitude, and I am still able to redirect this path onto the landing pad. I don't want it to hit the rocks there. There you go. And I do believe because I've manipulated this landing path, nope, the motors do shut off and we are good to go here.